Hi, this is Carrie from Tone Wars. We're going to go live in just a few minutes, but before we do, I just wanted to take a few seconds to say a few things. Jarrod and I really appreciate when you guys tune in and interact with us when we go live. We work very hard to make sure that our live streams and our produced videos are educational and entertaining for everyone. Believe it or not, there's a lot of work that goes into our live streams and our produced videos. So if you like what you're experiencing here, here's a couple ways you can help us out. The Super Chat feature is turned on and any amount will be appreciated. Jarrod is also available for private consultation for a nominal fee. You can contact Jarrod through two of the links below. One is through our Tone Wars Facebook page and the other is through email. So thank you so much for your support. The live stream's about ready to start, so go pour yourself your favorite glass of whiskey or other libation and we'll be right with you. Cheers!
Welcome to Tone Wars. Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tone Wars Sunday Night Edition.
Yeah, this is going to be fun tonight. I'm excited.
Right?
I'm like there's a lot of things we're excited about tonight, you know?
Lots of super exciting things.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for being here.
Yeah.
You want me to keep this fan on?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so, well, why don't you go ahead and let's say hi to some people and,
Sure,
and do your
absolutely.
thing here.
The Chicago Todd, he's been really looking forward to this episode.
Hey, Todd, what's going on, man? That's right.
We got Aaron Lucas in the house.
What's going on, buddy?
He, instead of whiskey, he wants us to try some Nestle's chocolate milk. Boy, that would be a horrible trapped in the basement with me and chocolate milk.
Yeah, Milk and her don't get along. And then after they don't get along, nobody gets along with her.
Right.
So we don't need that.
Right,
Yeah,
chocolate
hazmat
milk,
situation.
schmocklet milk. Oh, that's funny. Hi, Brad. How are you? Brad, is it Shimke?
Oh, what's going on, Brad?
Jeff Cornell.
Hey, Jeff.
Derek Merrill.
What's going on, Derek?
It says the Chicago Todd is checking in really ready for this one.
Cool, man. Hey, are you on your way to practice? Hopefully you can stick around. Hopefully you don't miss the profile stuff. I want you to be able to hear that. And if you do have to check out to go to practice, let me know, and I'll at least give you some riffs so you can hear them.
My in-ears just died.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Well, already, huh?
Oh, yep. Well,
You didn't charge them?
Well, I
What
just
batteries
needed a
do
new
they
battery.
take?
A 9-volt.
Oh,
I thought I've only used them for 2 episodes.
there's some over there
Let's
if you
see.
need them. Yeah.
Who else is here? Jeff Cornell.
What's happening, Jeff?
Warm Chord Music. Hey, Jay. How
Hey,
are
Jay.
you?
What's
And
going
Mike
on?
Hasty. Hola,
Hey,
Mike. Hasty.
Mike. What's going on, buddy? Hey, I'm going to be talking to you later, Mike. I need to work some stuff out with you about some profiling, some amp profiling. So Mike has some of the best amps.
Yeah.
So, I want to work something out with you. How much shawarma will it take for me to profile your amps?
Num num. We were going to do something special tonight. Our friend Jay from Warm Chord Music took a trip, for a work trip. Was it Kentucky?
Yeah, he went to Kentucky.
And he was posting all these yummy looking whiskeys. He found like a whiskey superstore in Kentucky and was messaging and posting pictures of it. So we asked him to pick up a bottle. And it was 3 chord. This is not the bottle because Jay's being a pansy and won't drive the hour up here to visit
to drop
with
it off.
us.
So I had to buy another one. So now I have 2 bottles of it. So that's fine.
Hopefully it's good and worth the 2 bottles.
Well, Jay texted me earlier and he said it's pretty good. He said he likes it. So we're gonna taste it. Why don't you do the honors? Yeah, let's go ahead and pour that now. And I'm gonna turn the fan off just for a minute. Yeah. Freezing.
Oh, first time ever. Nice.
You're dressed for outside. I'm dressed for inside.
I had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah,
you just be quiet.
She did have a wardrobe malfunction.
Let's see. It's a blended bourbon whiskey. 3 chord is what it's called. A small batch. Perfectly tuned taste.
Yeah, and it better be good. It's $50.
Right? I can't get the lid off. There we go. Got it. I would make a terrible bartender. All
Yeah,
right,
so we're
here's
going to try this
yours
out. I'm going to let mine cool for a minute.
with your giant ice ball.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Woohoo! Let me give it a sniff.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells good.
Does it?
Yeah, it smells real good.
Better put the lid right back on this.
Yeah, because
I'm having a night.
yes, you are.
There we go.
And there's a perfect example of it.
It's all fun.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until the whiskey spills onto the floor.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
Cheers.
So we've not tried this before.
Cheers to you guys.
First time.
Here we go.
Oh, hell.
It tastes like the inside of a shoe.
It's so bad.
Doesn't it? No, wait, don't give more to me. Hang on a second.
No, it's terrible. It tastes like it tastes like a leather shoe.
It does. It tastes like if you were to eat a shoe.
Ugh.
It tastes like is it Nike or Puma?
No,
I don't know. Let me see.
It's a old man wingtip, like a brown leather wingtip shoe.
Yes, it is. Oh.
Well, there goes $100.
They should have named this "Kiss My Shoes." I'll drink it because I paid for it.
Right.
Jay said he likes it, so to each their own. You know, God bless you, Jay. But
oh, Michael Meslowski, hola, amigo.
hey, what's going on, Michael? Hey, man, you want some whiskey? I'll send it to you.
Some leather shoe whiskey.
Free whiskey.
Nuts.
Who's got a shoe fetish? Let us know.
Felix Cabana Boy is here.
Hey, what's going on,
How
Darren?
you doing? I'm glad you showed up. Was your hair nice and clean?
Yeah,
and
he's
smelling good.
smelling good.
Jay says we're crazy. You guys are crazy.
You know what, though? It's as far as shoes go, this is a pretty good tasting shoe. It's shoey. It's very shoey.
It's very leather shoey, specifically.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the more you drink, the better it gets.
Yeah, it'll... Oh. I don't know, man.
I can't wait to watch this back where I was like, oh, hell. I can't wait to watch this back.
It's very shoe-like. It is.
We got to do that again.
They should have named it Locker Room or Shoe or something gross.
Let's see, Solar Guitar Studio. That's why I only drink Jack Daniel's honey. Oh, that's so good. What he said, try adding a tiny bit of sour mix. But I do like the Jack Daniel's honey.
Yeah.
And maple. Crown had a good maple for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had the, what did we have last week? We had the maple, right?
Knob Creek.
Yeah, Knob
maple.
Creek smoked maple. That was great. That was fantastic. This is...
Nah.
I'm not kidding you. It tastes like a shoe. It really does.
Somebody, let's see, Yomofo says, sounds like it tastes like normal whiskey.
Oh, man.
Old sweaty foot.
Old sweaty foot.
Yeah. Gunnerman54. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up,
there.
man?
We got a couple questions already. Oh, and a super chat. Chicago Todd sent.
Oh, what's going on, buddy?
He said, let's get this party started.
Hell yeah. I'll play a couple riffs for you in a minute.
Do you have any suggestions for budget studio monitors?
Yes. What I use down here just for, like, budget studio monitors is the Mackeys. I think I use the 6-inch. If you get them too small, you'll be overcompensating the bass. So just get like the Mackie 6-inch ones, and they'll do you just fine. I mean, I use them for like when I was doing my recorded videos and uploading all that stuff. I would use those, and they were, I mean, pretty predictable sound came out of them. So like every time, well, the thing is what I mean is that when you're mixing on them, and then you hear it on YouTube later in your in-ears, your car, your home theater system or whatever, it wasn't like, oh, God, it sounds so different. It actually sounded better on everything else than it sounded on them. Yeah. So what I would say is trust that whatever you're hearing out of those will sound better everywhere else. I guess that's what I would tell you, you know. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Chicago Todd says, maybe since you like... Oh, it moved in the... Maybe since you like the tones chewy, Jay thought you'd like your whiskey chewy. Or chewy.
Chewy.
Chewy. Don't forget he's the one that recommended smoked maple. Right.
Yeah.
Jay recommended
so Jay's one for two.
Right. Right.
It was a whim though, because he called me when he's down there. He's like, dude, this 3-chord looks pretty cool, and it sounds like you know how it is. We do that with wines. We're like, oh, this is gonna be amazing, and you bring it home and you're like, oh.
No, and our favorite,
Picasso
we should know
face.
better because our favorite is so
Josh.
plain. The Josh, it has a cream colored label with the name Josh.
Josh Cabernet.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. It's just ridiculous, and it's $13.99 a bottle, and it's stupid. Yep.
If you love red wine, try yourself a bottle of Josh Cabernet.
Yeah, it's
right.
It literally is like especially for the price, like the best wine out there. You know.
Right.
I'm gonna see if this is getting better with the ice. It smells chewy.
We had something else to celebrate. Here, let's try.
Yeah, cheers to 3,000 subscribers. We made it to 3,000.
We did finally hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was a shoe-in. Oh, God.
No. I keep thinking it's going to get better, but I wonder if it's better neat. I just have little baby ice cubes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I drank mine pretty quick. It wasn't watered down. Yeah, it's Picasso face stuff.
Aaron Lucas says he has a dumb oddball question, but have you ever tried a B or G bender guitar?
No. Nope. Haven't never even heard of those. So sorry.
We have 25 people watching.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks guys so much for coming in here. We really appreciate it. So we did the 3K. Hi. We're up to 3K now. Yeah. Thank you so much, because without you guys watching and supporting and sharing and super chatting and all that good stuff, I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And you know, a channel is only as good as the subscribers that watch it and hang out and support it. So we really appreciate you guys very much, you know. And
please share the link in your Facebook feeds or any other social media, any groups, so that more people can join in.
Please do, and please give us a like.
Text the link to your musician friends.
Yeah, give us a like. It doesn't cost you anything. Just boop, just hit that like button on the video here. We really appreciate it. It does help the algorithm. Yeah. Like YouTube sees that and they're like, oh, a lot of people like this. Let's go ahead and boost it, you know, and it helps us. So we appreciate it very much. Yeah.
Do you want to jump into some viewer comments, or do you want to
hang
out a minute?
Let me do this. Are there any other comments directly that we need to, any questions or anything?
Let's see what we've got. Well, Jay said he just poured himself another glass of shoe. Enjoy.
Enjoy, buddy.
Let's see. Helix Cabana Boy said congratulations.
Thank you.
Solar Guitar Studio, who was one of our newer subscribers in the last couple weeks, he said great songs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Aaron Lucas is going to send you a link for the benders.
All right, cool. I'll check them out.
If Fender started offering a GB bender again, he would probably buy one. Yo Mofo would want one of those. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of them. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at them, you know? Yeah, so what were we going to do next?
Viewer comments.
Viewer comments, yeah. Before I do that, let me just play a couple riffs on one of the profiles. Because I know.
Did you say what they are?
Chicago Todd's like dying out there to hear this, so I want to at least do this for him.
Don't give him too much, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you.
Leave him wanting more.
Yeah,
unlike the shoe.
Unlike the shoe. Yeah, I'll play a couple riffs on one of them that I just finished today. So 1 second here. There you go, just a tip.
You're horrible. Oh, man.
It's the whiskey.
No, you haven't had enough for that.
Let me see that bottle, please.
You can check it across the room.
Yeah. just want to see where it was like.
Let's see. The Chicago Todd says it sounds killer.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Dave Seymour. They are connected to the strap movement, I believe. Oh, I missed something.
Oh.
Let's see.
What's up, Dave? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you here.
How often do you change strings? From Yo Mofo. That's hard to say. You Mofo.
You Mofo.
You Mofo.
It was, by the way, this was,
Yeah. You need some help?
yeah, it was handcrafted in Foot Locker. I think that, yeah, exactly. It's a,
I can't even.
right
Where's
there,
it from?
handcrafted in Foot Locker. So, all right, so, what was the question?
Produced by Steel Bending Oh, it's from Michigan. Jackson,
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah.
And he found it in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So he's asking how often do I change strings? Good question. These are the paradigms, the Ernie Ball paradigms. So I basically, I don't change strings until one of them snaps because we're not playing any shows, a lot of shows, and we're not recording in the studio, so I don't need fresh strings all the time. I just use them, and then when one breaks, I replace
Usually
them
right
all.
before we go live.
It's happened. Yeah, it's happened. Like, well, I guess I'm not playing those songs tonight. I'll be playing these ones. I'll be warm up on those. So, but yeah, probably on average, 2 to 3 months, I guess. Yeah, two to 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Dave is replying to, but hi, Dave Seymour. He said something about they are connected to the strap movement, I believe. So, I don't know what that belongs to. Anyway, we have Warm Chord Music says, Jay, good thing you didn't want me to pick up the 12-year reserve. It would have been 12-year-old shoe. Yeah.
Yeah. Salvation Army shoes.
Sven, I think if I scroll up, he was from, where is he from? Sven, where are you from? I can't find it, but I saw you. Germany? Yeah, he's from Germany. He said,
cool.
Wow, sounds amazing.
Oh,
and then
thank you.
in parentheses, pull me under DT rules.
Oh, yeah. He got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the quintessential riff testing or tone testing riff. It's the best tire kicking riff ever invented right there.
Nice. Are we going to get a flag for that?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Me and Petrucci, we in the church, we go way back. I'll just give him a call and say, hey, man.
You're right. Return to Coda. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you here.
Jay says he'll bring some of the stuff he brought back from Kentucky. Hopefully it's better.
Yeah. Hopefully it's better.
Right. Let's see. Jeff Cornell, distilled with old sweaty socks, right? Have another sip.
Yeah. It's... Oh my God! It gets worse as it gets colder and more diluted. It gets worse.
Worse and worse.
And oh God! Oh,
that's so funny. I can't wait to watch it.
I'm not kidding you guys. Do not buy this stuff.
MK says, "What's up?" He missed the beginning.
Well,
we drank some nasty whiskey for the first time.
It tastes like shoes or
right.
Bowling shoes.
Aaron Short Music is with us now. Hey.
Hey, what's going on, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? All right, so you know what? Let me just before this whiskey hits me, maybe I should do a mix. Let's do one mix. Okay, so the profile I played earlier was the MT15. Okay. That I made just this afternoon, and we'll talk about all that in a minute. Let me just play this mix real quick. It's one of the old favorite. Well, I don't know if it's a favorite, but it's an old standard, anyways. Let me mute the mic and play this real quick. So that's the MT15 in the mix, and
Nice.
it just...
Wish I could have heard it.
Yeah, I know, your ears died.
They died.
Oh my god, that's
Just
funny.
take these off now, I
Yeah.
guess.
I don't know why my delay didn't come on, though. That's weird. Yeah, maybe it's down. Maybe I didn't dial it in properly. Oh, the mix is 0, that's why. Ah. Yeah, oh, there it goes. I had to tap it again. I forgot I morphed this one. Yeah, anyway, so that's basically that one in the mix. So what I'm going to do in a little bit here is I'll play, I have 4 mixes, well, 2 for each,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I'm going to play 2, maybe 3 songs or mixes in each profile, so we have a chance to hear them back to back in each thing. So I'll do 3 mixes with the MT15, then I'll do 3 with the Kraken, and you know, I'll timestamp it later, you know, after the episode's over, so we can go right to it. But it's been a very interesting process doing this, and
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
You've stuck with it. It's been a lot of work, and I know it's super frustrating. And
well,
the frustrating. He was literally gonna lose his head on Friday. Literally.
Yeah, the frustrating part was mainly wasn't the Kemper or the profiling part. It was the I had a ground loop issue down here, and it literally happened out of nowhere. I came down here, I plugged in my MT15 like I always do. I set it on this table and turned it on, and all I heard was, it was like this loud, I'm like, what? Yeah. Was there a cable unplugged? Is this, that? I looked all over the room. No, I don't know what's going on here. So I profiled it anyways, just going, well, let me just profile it. And it profiled the noise along with the amp. And it was just mushy and horrible. And I'm like, what? So I spent 3 days troubleshooting the room and trying to new cords, new ways of hooking things up, new cables. I tried everything.
He was turning lights off and lights on.
Stand on your head.
LEDs. Go to the dollar store.
Oh my God. Go to Home Depot. I ended up getting a freaking $67 extension cord. Ran it from down here to upstairs on a different circuit, and it still did it. And I'm still kind of at a loss as to what happened and why, but I found a quick fix for now. It's the Humex thing, but I bought the cheap version of it, which is those little plugs at the dollar store. And I know you're not supposed to run your amp that way, but I had to get these profiles done. So I did it, and I unplugged it immediately, and I'm going to get a Humex tomorrow, Hum Eliminator, because...
A hum eliminator.
Yeah, a eliminator. So I'm going to get one of those tomorrow, and I'm going to get an electrician over here and a priest, because something's going on here. It's horrible.
Is that the green bottle, JD? What is that, green bottle? What's a JD? J-Dog? Is that what he's calling you?
Oh, I don't know. Who is it?
Oh, let's see. MK, is that the green bottle, JD?
Oh, what is this here? Oh, this is just my water.
That's not water, you dum-dum.
Well, it's with Eco Drink.
Eco Drink in there. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jay says, you guys are coming through on the 65-inch in the living room and sounds... and Sonos. Sorry, set up, and it sounds really good.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
How's my makeup look on the 65-inch there?
Yeah. Can you see my crow's feet?
Can you see my eyelashes?
Yeah, but so anyways, it's been interesting doing
Jack
this.
Daniels. Is the Jack Daniels in the...
Oh.
I'm like J-Dog.
Yeah, I got my... J-Dog. What's up, J-Dog? And my shorty? No, I should have a backup plan, right? Right. This is my backup plan, Eco Drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than leather shoes. But...
Let's see, stainless steel. Hi guys, sorry it's night in France. Gonna watch the video later.
Oh, cool, man! Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't seen him. He's been in and out because we have a lot of late night as far as like France goes. A lot of late videos over there. So I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello.
Yeah.
Sleep well, my friend. And enjoy your coffee and breakfast with us tomorrow, right? Yeah, so anyways, again, I will be playing the Kemper profiles very soon through all the mixes and stuff for you guys. And then we'll have a talk about my experience with it and I guess just what my approach was on making these and stuff like that. So
we have somebody new, Edward Morales.
Hey, what's up?
He says, I'm new to your channel and I'm loving it. Can
Thank
you
you.
tell me what equipment you're using tonight, specifically on that riff you just played?
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Great question. So, he's probably talking about like the signal chain.
Yeah.
So basically, I just use my Shure wireless. It's the GLXD wireless with the stomp. You can probably see it right there. It's got the tuner. It's not a tuna. So the tuner on there. So and it goes into the Kemper. From the Kemper, I'm going stereo out to the Line 6. It's the Line 6 M20D board, which is a nice
Ooh, look
digital
at you.
board. Yeah.
You finally remembered.
I remembered it. And then from that to my Presonus audio box interface to the computer out to you guys. And just so you guys know, there's no compression, there's no EQ, there's no trickery, there's no nothing. There's no ghost guitar on the tracks. I mean, I'll play the track real quick for you. Let me just rewind part of it. It's just bass and drums. So there's no extra guitar tracks to make things sound bigger and fuller. I don't do that here. So it's all real. And so yeah, that's basically what you're getting. Again, unfiltered, EQ'd. There's nothing on it. It's just raw.
Let's see, stainless. Nope, we already did that one. Jay says the facial expressions every time you drink the whiskey is hilarious. I wish I could say it was a prank, but I never tasted this stuff before.
Dude, that would have been the prank of the century. It really would have.
We can't wait.
Oh my god. And that's what we do sometimes when we try new stuff. We have to do it at the same time and face each other. Make like it's like Picasso face if it's awful. And if it's good, we're like, oh,
Ooh.
eyebrows all the way up to here. We're like, yeah,
Give me
amazing.
some more.
Yeah, so
Let's see. Stainless steel. Thanks, guys. Always a pleasure to watch your videos, and good sense of humor and good guitar tones and voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seriously, it means the world to us though when people stop by and say hello and the kind words. Seriously, it puts a lot of gas in the tank. Thank you.
Bucket is my god is here.
Hey, what's going on, Brent?
Hi, Brent.
How you doing, buddy?
Sven from Germany says, have my first gig with the Kemper on Friday next week. I'm very excited.
Good for you, man. Yeah, I mean, the Kemper, I'll tell you, it's like I'm gushing about it right now, and I'm trying to hold it in because we got a format tonight. But, you know, I have a whole new appreciation for this rig. I really do. It's an amazing piece of gear. And, you know, it's funny, like, you feel, when you see the sausage made...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You actually...
Don't eat the sausage.
Well, it's a metaphor. But when you get to see how the sausage is made, you appreciate it more because you know what went into it, how much work it is, and all the ingredients and all the ways it's done. And it just makes you appreciate it more. And it makes you know, like, after you profile your own amps, you're like, okay, this really is legit. Because when you profile your own amp and it sounds just like it, you're like, holy crap, this can't be real. Like, it can't be real. But it is. I play it back and I'm like, wait, no, come on. And I keep like, my amp's off.
Remember when I used to put a 30-day like gig?
Yeah.
Like you can talk about this for 30 days and then you're done.
And after that, you can't brag about it anymore. I'm so sick of hearing about your stupid new toy.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Yeah. And I'm like...
I'm only on day 2 now. So.
Yeah. So we got 28 left.
Yes. Let's see. We had one more in here. Let's see. Solar Guitar Studio says he enjoyed the Rain music project. Are you still playing together? And was a CD released? Rain was 2 bands ago.
Yeah, Rain was so Rain we let's see, when did we release that? We had 2 CDs out.
2014-ish?
Yeah, and then when did the other CD come out, the self-titled? Was 2016?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. We have 2 of them out for that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was a great project, and we had a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of work, but
we did it. Man, we practiced twice a week. And...
Yep. Jimmy quit. Joey got married.
Right.
Should have known we'd never get far.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but thanks for even listening to it and telling us about it.
Yeah, the music's still out there.
Yeah.
It was a big passion project. major passion project.
Edward Morrell said thanks for the response. He's from Florida.
Oh, cool.
So.
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome, man.
Jay says I'm killing him with my whiskey reactions.
You know what? This is kind of it's the fun that we do have fun trying stuff, and we even say even if it's awful, it's funny. So even if it's just god awful stuff, like we try wines and we try all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's funny. So we're like,
much fun.
All right, well this is horrible, but it's hilarious at the same time.
I know not everybody. You don't even have $50 to waste, but honestly, it's a lot of fun. You only live once. Like,
oh, yeah, it's the aftertaste. Like when it first comes in, it's like, oh, that's not so.
And then you swallow it.
God, it's so bad. Right here is where the shoe hits you. It's like right there. It's so bad.
Jay said he just switched back to the Covell.
Yeah, just yeah.
You might stick with that.
Seriously, this is one that you pour out for your homies. You're like, and one from my homies.
Yes.
But you drink the real stuff, you know.
Is Jay's episode next week? He just said looking forward to being there in person next week. Is it next Sunday already?
Next Sunday we're gonna have the Rev 120. The Rev Generator 120 will be on here.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that amp is stupid. It's so good.
When is he coming? What time?
I'm not sure.
Early-ish.
Yeah, early-ish. So Jay will be here. We're gonna hang out, and he's gonna deliver my other bottle of shoe stuff that I bought, and then we're gonna get some shawarma, and yeah, we won't be drinking that night. That's for sure. This is for company. When guests come over, hey,
you gotta try this.
Hey, you want some whiskey? Oh, let's have a cheers. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be for company.
We're caught up. They're just laughing at us.
I'm not kidding you guys. It's really bad.
Gravel Rock says, have you tried the Axe 8?
Yes, I have. I did. A friend of mine, James Myers, had one and brought it over a couple of years ago. And I think it's great for a 4-cable method. Yeah. You know, kind of like how I use the Helix. It's great for 4-cable. I mean, everybody knows Axe Effects has great effects and stuff like that. But the tones in it, I mean, it's, you know, I'm not a big fan of modeling. I've always liked the Kemper better because I just found that the texture's there and the fullness is there. But when it comes to the feel and stuff like that, I definitely prefer the Kemper over the Axe Effects. But I did like the effects and stuff in it. So
they're saying that they want Jay to drink this one on the show.
Ah,
yeah, right.
That's right, Jay. We're gonna drink the good stuff. And Jay's got to drink the shoe crap, and we're gonna sit there. We're gonna have the smoked maple, which is Jay's favorite. So we'll be having smoked maple while Jay is suffering with the shoe leather crap.
Gravel Rock says, "I thought you were getting the Rev G20."
Yes, that's part of the updates that we're doing. Okay, so I'll give you a quick update on that. I am talking to Rev. It was supposed to be here a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And so I talked to my contact there, and he said that they are super backed up because there's a huge demand for this amp. Once it was announced that it's coming out, he's like the warehouse is going crazy just fulfilling orders for like all the big chains like Sweetwater and all them, plus all the stores like Motor City Guitar. Mm-hmm. Motor City Guitar will be carrying them, by the way. I just talked to Marty, the owner, the other day, and when I was in there, and he's like, I just placed an order for a whole bunch of Rev, like a truckload of Rev is coming. All the pedals, the G20, all that stuff's coming.
So people are excited about it. Then.
Yeah, so my contact at Rev is like, I'm very sorry, but we're a little backlogged. He said there is some in like a satellite type warehouse that's in Tennessee, and they're going to try to get one to me soon. So, yeah. So that's the deal on that.
I missed one from Gravel Rocks earlier. He says, so you got rid of the Kemper toaster amp, and that is the profiler stage that you have there.
Yes. Yeah. I sold Jay my toaster, actually. Yeah, I just, the stage was just such, I'm a floor guy. You know, I like having stuff in front of me, which I know you could buy the remote for the profiler.
You can't see those little words, even if they're up in your face. So.
Yeah. I could see them.
Because it's far away, but when the toaster is up here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I I like the stage better. It's just a better fit for me, you know.
Edward Morales, our new subscriber, says he's buying a compressor pedal and a phaser soon. Any recommendations?
A phaser. Okay. You said phaser?
Compressor, pedal, and phaser soon. Yep.
Okay, yeah, the Phase 90 is great. I love the Phase 90. That's just a no-brainer pedal. It's just I used it all the time for, if you're doing like the Eddie Van Halen type solos and stuff, you put it in front of the amp and it just sounds really cool. I love the character that it gives your solos and stuff. So compressors, yeah, that's a good question. It's funny because I've been in the digital realm for so long when I use them for all of my effects because I use the Helix and 4-cable method with my amps. So I just use the compressors in there, and they're all named differently, so I don't remember which compressor name correlates with the real compressor pedal out there. I wish I was a better help to you there, but if anybody out there has got some suggestions, are you using the compressor for a clean channel? Hopefully you are, because they do wonders for your clean tone. They soften it up and keep all the sharpness out, and they make the feel really well on those. So I like them.
Dust Devil says the MT15 might have a bad power tube causing that hum. If all your amps hum, then it could be a grounding issue.
Yeah, thank you for commenting. And it's all of them. I'm not kidding you. I brought every amp I own down here and hooked it up, and it was like, I'm not kidding you, it was like World War III as soon as I turned it on. The noise, the swirling mess of awfulness was like unbearable. So yeah, there's something goofy down here, But I'll get it fixed, and like I said, worst case scenario, I'll just get the HumX, until I can have somebody over here and fix it.
Jay suggested dark glass hyperluminal for the compressor. He says it's equally amazing for guitar and bass.
Oh, cool. Thank you for suggesting that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so out of the loop with, like, I do use stomps. Well, they're not on my Kemper, but on my Helix I use the, if you're looking for a really good flanger, I mean, the Petrucci, the Dreamscape pedal is amazing for that. That's got a great chorus, 2 really good chorus selections on it, and 2 really good flanger selections on it, and it just sounds really rich. It's one of my favorite pedals.
Dust Devil says he ordered his Rev Generator 120 in July, and it was delivered in October.
Oh wow, yeah, they're made by hand in Canada, so they're great amps though.
Return Dakota suggested a Keeley compressor.
Oh, Keeley mods are awesome. Yeah.
Let's see. And then Vox Pathfinder, did you get that 3 to 2 prong adapter?
Yes, I did, Dan. Thank you very much, and it did work. So that means that the HumX is the legit version of that I'm going to get tomorrow. So
great.
Yep, that's what they told me at the store too. They're like, well, before you buy a HumX, get that adapter, and make sure that works. If that works, then that what the problem is. Then get the HumX, and that should take care of it, because it's a more legit version of that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Joe McBride, I saw your compression video you did with the Helix, Kemper, and Headrush. Gotta be honest, since the recent updates, I don't feel you gave the Headrush a fair shake.
No, hey, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. What's funny is, oddly enough, I did that video a week before the update came out. And while I was when I was shooting all that, I saw that it was coming out, but the guy that lent me, it was Aaron Lucas that lent me the Headrush. He needed it back by a certain date, and I couldn't wait till the update to do it. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it. And again, I really appreciate you commenting, so I can have a chance to kind of explain what happened. So I missed the update window by a week, but I had to have it back by a certain day, and there was really nothing I could do about it. So, yeah.
Paul Smith joined us.
Hey, Paul, what's going on, man?
He said he had a rare Sunday afternoon gig. Kemper performed flawlessly.
Ah, yes. It really is a great piece of gear. I mean, it's like I was telling Carrie earlier, like, when I'm sorry, I keep adjusting my pack here. I'm sitting back and adjusting things.
Oh, the volume.
Yeah, the volume knob. So, it really was very convincing today when I it really does do a great job at sucking the soul out of your amplifier and presenting it to you the best way possible. So, it's great. It really is. Again, I have a whole new appreciation for it. I'll be right back. Let me grab something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be right back, guys. Carrie will read comments and hang out with you, so feel free to interact with her.
Feel free to interact with me as I sit here by myself and sell t-shirts, which we do still have. We do still have them. Jarrod has been working on getting a website up and running for Tone Wars. He bought the domain, so we have that, and we've got a little under construction thing up there right now, but I know he was going to meet with somebody this coming week, I think, to get it all put together. He's going to start profiling and selling those things and having those available to you. So any amp that we end up reviewing on the show, either on Sundays or Wednesdays, he does most of his live interactive reviews on Wednesdays. He's going to end up profiling those and making those available to purchase for you guys on the website. And then we'll have other merch as well. Let's see what else is going on here. Thank you, Paul. Paul says, looking good as usual. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Jarrod said he had a nice lunch with you last weekend. Ben Burnett, have you added any fluorescent lights or fans to the same circuit that your power amp is with? Possible something is right. You know what? He checked everything. I think there's fluorescent lights in the gym that's right next door here, but they weren't on. And they've been here the whole time, too, so I'm not sure about that. But he did someone mentioned something about fluorescent lights. Jay, Carrie, the rain video Jarrod was talking about this past week was very impressive. Great job. Thank you. Thanks very much. The one for The Quickening. We did a acoustic cover of that last week. And I was super nervous about that. That's a big song. It was like a 10-minute progressive metal song, and we just cut it down. We hacked it apart and made it into a little acoustic song for you guys. But thank you. We produced that video together. I don't know if you guys even want to hear about that. Dropping the kids off at the pool, right? That's what Jarrod's doing. I gotta go pick something up, right? Let's see. Oh, that's right. Have him get some batteries for my in-ears. But I was going to tell you guys about that, writing the song, The Quickening. I used to have horrible, horrible panic attacks and anxiety. And then I used to sing when I was younger, and then I had kids and all that kind of stuff. But before I came back, oh, thank God.
I had to end
that awful stuff.
Yeah, I had to end it. It's just so awful.
Right. But the song in that video was about me coming out of and just breaking down that fear. I quit singing for a while. I quit performing, and when we wrote the words to that song and dreamed up the video, thank you.
Yep.
That's what it was about. You can't let things like that hold you back. You know, you're here, you're put on this earth for a reason, for a purpose, and you can't let fear hold you back, you know. And I can remember standing on stage clutching I had a bottle of anti-anxiety pills, and I would just I would clutch, and then I remember the day that I was able to just throw them away. Yep. And I didn't need them anymore, and
that's
I was fine.
That's what was in the video. It was her doing that in the video. It was like her story. People probably saw it and thought, "What is it?
Right?
A drug
Is she
issue?"
druggy? No.
No.
Right? No.
Nope.
Not addicted to drugs.
Anti-anxiety thing, you know.
Right. And I don't need them anymore.
Yeah. So,
well, thanks for asking about it.
Yeah. Let's re-cheers.
Let's re-cheers with no Picasso face.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate you doing this.
Oh. Oh my God.
That's so much better. That's the Knob Creek, right?
I need a minute. This is the smoked maple Knob Creek. This stuff is like...
That's so much
you could have it for breakfast. It's so good.
I gotta be careful. Because I drank almost all the other yucky stuff. So I'm gonna be freaking a whole bunch of fun here.
Yeah.
Let me read what we have there.
Hide the lampshades. Yeah.
Let's see. They said they thought you were dropping the kids off at the pool.
Oh no, dropping the Browns off for the Super Bowl? Nope. Nope, just getting some better whiskey.
He's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Jarrod needed to clean his palate. Bucket is my god. The rain video was awesome.
Thanks,
you could
man.
be in acting. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. It was
so
fun.
Much fun. It was a long day, and it was actually over. We filmed that over several months.
Yes, we had to film parts
fall
here.
Through the winter.
Yep. Yeah, it was a lot of filming and a lot of stuff that went into that. So, yeah.
We had some local actors get involved. But I had, honestly, I'm talking to you right now, I had a ball writing that and producing that and coming up with the storylines.
It was fun.
That was so much fun.
We worked really hard on that, and it was fun work.
Yeah.
But we really did have a great time collaborating on it and making it what it was.
Yeah.
So,
and seeing it come to fruition and being able to share it, too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
Jay says, now that's what I actually recommended. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he recommended the 3-chord just on a whim. It wasn't like, oh, this is great, I recommend it. It was more like, well, this looks interesting. Yeah. Maybe you should get this one. I'm like, all right, whatever,
Right. Let's see. Joe McBride, Jarrod, so I know that you use the Precision Drive and swear by it. Have you tried any of the clone clones?
Oh, the clones. No, I haven't. Thanks for commenting, by the way, and glad you're here. I haven't, but I've heard that they're amazing. Like a clone, you can't even get a clone right now for less than like hundreds and hundreds of dollars because you can't find them. They're amazing pedals, and they're very sought after. So even the clones are pretty pricey, but I'd love to get one on the show and try it. Somebody else sent me something not too long ago to, I think, was it Bucket is my god? I think you sent, yeah, that's right, Brent did. He sent me a picture of a pedal he wants me to try, so I'll get my hands on that too. That looks like a really interesting overdrive. I'm a huge fan of overdrives because I say it all the time, they cover a multitude of sins with amps. If you have an amp that just doesn't work for you, put an overdrive in front of it, and suddenly it's like, oh my god, it's like a makeover. It really does make a huge difference on the amp. So anyway,
let's see. Helix Cabana Boy, he did a gig on the weekend. The guitarist's plexi amp died. The sound guy had to go and borrow a replacement amp as we were interstate. This wouldn't have happened if he used a Helix Axe or a Kemper, right?
Well, those die sometimes too, but yeah, I mean they're definitely very reliable. You're right. And that's the thing. Tubes are so temperamental. Like remember when I had that Friedman JJ100 on the show a couple weeks ago? Yep. I had it for 2 days. The first day it worked perfect. Second day it worked perfect. And I sound checked it that night before I went live, like 45 minutes before I went live. I turned, it was that afternoon, I sound checked it a couple hours before I went live. Had some dinner. 45 minutes before I went live, as I always do, I came down here, flipped everything on, warmed up, and the thing was dead. There was a bad tube in the preamp section, and I'm just like, really? And yeah, that's why people love using digital stuff on tour.
No Cover Charge says, I love these guys. Here, I would never own a Kemper or a Helix ever, but I love this channel. Okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Now, I'm an amp guy too, buddy. I love my amps too. I think they're great. I think that the Kemper is the best thing digital-wise. If you got to use a digital platform, the Kemper is definitely the way to go. Yeah. And you could profile your own amps the way you like them and take them on the road with you. And it is pretty legit. It really is. But I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. I like us too. Thank you.
Edward Morale says, I bought the MT15 with the PRS 1x12, but I'm not loving it. Should I get a 4x12? Which one would you recommend? I play a DJ Ashba signature guitar and a PRS SE.
Oh, okay. So I'm just reading this because I want to keep up with.
And Brent, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you very much. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you. Serious, I really appreciate that.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for what you just read.
Edward
Oh, there it is.
Rose. Yeah.
I bought the MT15 with the PRS 1x12 and not loving it. Should I get the 4x12? Which? Oh, all right. So, well, you know me, I'm scatterbrained. So yes, thank you for your question. So here's the thing: I play through 2x12s, and I use like the Mesa 212s with vintage 30s, and I used to think I was a 412 guy.
Yeah.
Because I used to play 412s, and I used to, well, that's just what you do. Big cabs, 412. Me man, you Jane. So I mean that's what I did. And they are great, but when last summer we went to Gearfest, I came home with two 2x12s, so I can have stereo, and I was like worried. I'm like, man, I hope these don't sound small, dude. The 212 cabs by Mesa are so good. They're punchy. They're full. It's a closed back, so that all the air comes out front. It's very, very punchy, and there's nothing to not like about them. They're amazing. They have plenty of size, plenty of sonic kind of stuff coming out of them. There's a huge kind of sonic footprint that they make. I just love how tight they feel and how percussive they feel. And the sound is about as true as you can get. Now, I have friends with 412s, and they sound great, but for my taste, the 212s are better because the 412s are very airy and woofy. They're kind of airy and woofy to me, and I literally prefer the 212. So a 112 is going to sound kind of narrow and focused, where a 212 is going to sound very big and very punchy and full. So try a 212 made by Mesa, and I don't think you can go wrong with that. They're great.
Yeah.
I'm getting a weird sound in my ears. I wonder if our electric company, DTE's been doing work around here, and they even sent out emails saying, yeah, we're doing work in your neighborhood, and I think something got done wrong, because there's some weird stuff happening here lately.
Umofo says, my favorite overdrive at the moment is the Boss Super Overdrive. I got to test the real pedal against the model in the Axe-Fx 3, and the model is dead on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Vox Pathfinder, Dave Friedman has lots of trouble with tubes, probably because he buys cheap ones.
Yeah, I don't know. All I heard is tubes aren't what they used to be, by any manufacturer these days. They're just not. I mean, they used to be a big deal because back in the 60s, 70s, and even the 80s, a lot of stuff was ran by tubes, and there was no other option, So like even your home stereo was tube. Your television was tube, all that stuff. So tubes were like, they weren't an afterthought. They were more of, this is it. This is our power source, and or part of our power source. But now they're kind of like a secondary kind of afterthought kind of thing. So as much as people still love tube amps, there are issues with them now that we didn't have before.
So Edward says a 2x12 Mesa. It is. Thank you.
Oh, no, seriously, it's my pleasure. And I'm not kidding you, dude. I was worried. I really was. I was worried that I was going to come home and hate these things. And I'm like, oh God, they're going to sound so small. And they sound really good. So like I said, anytime I play through a 1x12, I feel that narrow focus kind of thing. It sounds good, but there's that, it doesn't have any balls, And then the 412s are too airy for me. They still sound good, but they're just too airy.
Yeah.
So, and it's a feel thing. The 212s feel the best.
I'm going to totally screw this up. Bucket is my God says, Jarrod, it's the Arias Nubeus Advanced Overdrive.
Oh, yeah, the one that he sent me a picture of. Thank you.
Nubeus Advanced Overdrive. Is that how you say it?
It looks, I don't know, I can't read it right now, but yeah, it does. There's a lot of great options on it, and I think you ordered one, so...
We got some guy named Shane. Shane _. He said, plus the world's military used them. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tubes.
Oh, tubes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, tubes.
Tubes, yep. The military... Yeah, you're right, dude. Yeah, thanks for commenting on that. Yeah, they used them, and in fact, Blue Amp...
Yeah.
By...
I remember.
They had a nanotube in it that were used in missiles. Russian missiles. And there's just buckets and buckets of them left over, and he uses them for his Iridium amp. Yep.
Aaron, short music. I was using the Helix with the Iridium cabs today. I find it so hard to get the Helix cab sounding good for cleans. I heard that Mastodon uses Helix now, though. Pretty awesome. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, a lot of people that use Helix, and especially on tour and stuff like that, a lot of people think that, oh, they're using Helix for all their sounds. A lot of them use it for 4-cable method, like I would. Yeah. And the Helix community jumps on that, and they're like, oh, he uses a Helix, so I use a Helix, and it sounds amazing, and they are great. Don't get me wrong, they are great, but they're much better as a 4-cable method unit.
Right.
10 times better. The sounds that you get out of them are passable, they're decent, they're pretty good, but once you play an amp and you go back to the Helix, you're going to be like, ooh, yeah, there's a difference there. Maybe I should pair this with my amp, switch channels with it, and use the effects on it, and then now you're utilizing the Helix for what it was really made for.
Ben Burnett, thank you very much for the super chat.
Dude, thank you so much, man. I hope you're feeling good, too.
Yeah. Hey, what's up with that? Well, he said, I want to see the type of outlet tester you bought.
Oh, yeah, right here. Thanks for the suggestion there, buddy. It's right here. I knew you were going to ask. I'll bring it up to the camera. So there it is right there. And all my outlets tested good today, too. Having a good hair day. Sweet.
Oh, no, now it's all blurry. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it'll go back. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for the suggestion. So all my outlets tested good, and it just, I don't know. It is what it is.
He says, yes, a problem has been introduced into the neutral or ground side of the circuit.
Yeah, I got to get it taken care of. Adjusting my... when you have your ear pack back here, it makes you... I'm scratching my rear end here, but I'm not.
Got a butt mic?
Yeah, I got a butt mic. I got butt mites.
Let's see. Edward Morrell says, many, many, many years ago, I got an ADA MP1, and my sound was out of this world. Wish I still had it along with my Ibanez RG550. Have you ever tried the MP1?
No, but I've heard they were legendary, and everybody just fawns over them. You bring that up, and everyone's like, oh, why don't they make those still? I'll tell you what, this is something that I wish... You know how people restore classic cars, and they sell like crazy. We have a place here that it's called, what is it called? Southern Motors. Southern Motors. Yeah. And I bought a car from them years ago, and they buy these cars, and they'll fix them up a little bit if they need it or whatever, and they sell them. And I wish somebody would do that, like a company would do that, like bring back some of the old legendary stuff. Yeah. And like tweak it, fix it up, whatever, and sell it. I think a lot of that stuff, or just make it again. Yeah. And I think they would sell. Yeah. I really do.
Let's see. Brent says he'll bring it over when he gets the Mark US. Ah, sweet. So you can check it out. Yeah.
Marcus. All right. Sweet, man. Thank you. Yeah, I want to check that out for sure. He's getting a Marcus from Jaded Faith Mods.
I read it as Mark US.
Mark US.
Because US was... capital. Let's see. Berserkerland Studios is in the house.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you.
Umofo, what do you think of the new Steve Vai guitar and the Ibanez? Is it Pia? P-I-A?
Yeah, the Pia. That's his wife's name. He named it after his wifey.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks amazing. I like the fact that they added like there's two handles instead of one. I think that looks really cool. I haven't played it, but I'm sure it's freaking awesome. I'm sure it's really cool. And I think it's time that they did kind of update it and do some changes. And that's what he said. He's like, it was time. Instead of just picking new colors all the time. Like, he was like, I wanted to kind of redesign it. So, and I think it was good that he did that. It put a whole new, fresh perspective on it. And I think it looks really cool.
While you were gone, I talked a little bit about the website. And said that you were meeting with somebody and that you were going to profile all of the amps that you had.
Yes.
That you bring in for your Wednesday night interactive reviews.
Yeah. So before let's talk about that real quick, and then I'll go ahead and play these because there's probably some people waiting for me to play all the mixes. So, all right. So again, coming up soon, Kemper profiles. We're building a website, and the reason why we're doing that is because I want people have asked before about merch and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And people have also, and again, this is really not my idea. I have to credit the subscribers for this because a lot of them reach out and we'll demonstrate that in one of the comments we're going to read later. They'll be like, man, why aren't you profiling those amps?
Yeah.
And I'm like, duh, you know, and I was literally like intimidated by the whole profiling process because I'm like, I don't know, man, mate, what if my profiles turn out like crap? And, you know, I don't know if I can do this. And I'm just, one day I just said, I'm going to try this out. I got the day off.
To learn from your lesson.
Yeah, I'm going to come downstairs and just shut everything down and profile. And I came up with some stuff. The first few were like, you know, but as I progressed, and about my fourth one, it just turned into like, this is magic. Like, oh my God, this sounds good. I literally couldn't believe how good it sounded. Yeah. In fact, I kept looking over at my amp and making sure, like, and I put it on standby to make sure that I wasn't playing through my amp, but I was really playing through the Kemper. And I'm like, this sounds absolutely amazing. So that's when I found like the magic mic placement and how I had everything set up. It took me forward to do that. And after that, I started profiling my MT and this and that. And I had those issues with the ground loop and I got that figured out. So, but yeah, so I'm building the website so that I can, you know, when I go live on Wednesdays and I have an amp down here, which is usually what I have, I can say, this is what the amp sounds like in a mix. We talk about the amp. You guys have seen the show, what I do. And then I'll actually profile it exactly how it's set up for the show. Yeah. And then I'll profile it with everything at noon and then a couple other settings. And then I'll put it up on the website when it's built and sell the profile pack for a nominal fee to help support the channel. Yeah. So this way people can like support the channel but get something in return other than like they
well, let's be honest, they are getting something. They're getting lots of knowledge and wisdom.
Well, thank you for saying that, but I mean I just think that it'd be nice for them to also get that too, you know, where it's like, oh, here's whatever, 10, 20 bucks.
Always sell yourself short.
Well,
don't sell yourself short.
That's just the way I think.
But it is a good idea.
Yeah, so that way everybody wins, you know, and there's going to be some cool profiles out of it. And if people like them, great. If they have like anything that they want me to change or any kind of opinions, I'd like to hear that too. So we can all kind of grow. Are you getting a weird noise in with yours too? Like a weird kind of background thing when I talk? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But
yeah, no, it sounds like zhuzhing
in the background.
You talk.
Yeah,
zhuzhing.
Yeah, there's something weird going on. I'm telling you, I got an electrical issue and it's driving me nuts.
But it's you think it's the mic that's doing that? Because it wouldn't be your in-ears or battery.
No, there's something goofy with the electrical here. Something's messed up. But anyway,
hopefully all of the smoke detectors are working.
Yeah, most of them are. So
I'm gonna take this 9-volt out of my in-ears and put it back in the smoke detector.
All right, so let's do some, and then we'll talk about the profiles after this. So this is the PRS MT15. Okay, this is the second one I did. I even have it marked part 2. So this is the second one I did of it, and I feel like it came out really good. I have an overdrive in front of it from the Kemper. It's the Green Scream. The volume's all the way up, the tone's in the middle, and the gain is, you know, the drive is all the way down on it. So it's basically what you're hearing. So I'll play a couple riffs by itself, and then I'll go do a mix or two with it. Hang on one second. Okay, so that's the PRS MT15 profile. And
Helix Cabana Boy says you should name your profiles the Pasadena Proud Profile Pack. The PPPP. PPPP. Yeah. PPPP.
Here's the PPPP. Here's a.
Yeah. Have you heard anything about the MT100 yet?
No, I haven't. I wish, because when that thing comes out, it's going to be, from what I hear, it's going to be, they're really tweaking the voicing on it, and they're going to make it quieter than the MT15. So it's going to be a quieter amp, because the MT15 is a little noisy, but it sounds so good that I don't care.
What'd you guys think of that though? That was killer.
How'd that sound in your ears?
It was really good.
Does it sound full,
yes,
like nothing annoying
full.
and
nope.
just fat and stupid? I mean, it was fat and stupid. That's how I like my amps. But yeah, it sounds really good. You know what I like. So let me do the Kraken now. This is the Super Kraken in the two of the same mixes. All right, so let me do that real quick. I'll do a couple riffs on it just to make sure I'm good, and then we'll fire it up. So there's the Super Kraken in two mixes. So like, and the thing is when I shot these out a couple weeks ago, I said that the MT was a little woollier compared to the Super Kraken, and you know what? I know it's a weird word, but in the profiles it is too. Like the Super Kraken's got that tight kind of like sticky thing to it, and it's in the profile too. It's less hairy. And the MT15 is it's very is it happy hour? The MT15.
Did you hear me swallow that?
The MT15 is definitely a little woollier, you know, and it's great. Like it really does represent the amps very well. So I'm pleased. I'm really pleased at these. You know.
Dude. The Kraken sounds great.
Dude, the Kraken's stupid. It's just a great amp.
That's from Brad Jimke.
Oh, what's up, Brad? Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
And then Jeff Cornell says that riff right there at 8:13.
Ah, well, I'll have to go back to that.
Let's see. Aaron Lucas, I love my Kemper, but do you foresee a piracy concern for that type of platform, meaning, for example, the PRS amp, if PRS doesn't want their sound or likeness being found any other place than theirs.
No, Kemper's found loopholes with that. I mean, it's kind of like the thing where it's like you can't name it that, but you got to name it something else, but it can be named something similar.
Yeah.
You know.
Shane _ says the profile sounded awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
Solar Guitar Studios, love the harmonics between the 1st and 5th frets. I heard that in a Rain song.
Cool, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a goofy, quirky song. It's called Disjointed. That's the second one that I played. It's called Disjointed because it's just a big mess. It's like very hard. I remember going in the studio and doing the drum tracks with Paul, an engineer that I use for these tracks, and he's so good. Like he got it right away, but it was still like, man, this is one quirky piece of music here. And then I had to like get tight with it and play it. It took me a bit. It really did. It took me about 20, 30 times playing it before I finally started kind of jiving with it. You know, even though I wrote it, it was still like, all right, now I got to play it perfect. And, you know, I used to sweat bullets every time I had to play it, but now I'm just kind of like, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But it's just a great song to test riffs to, you know.
Like Casey says, this one sounds much better than the last one. Not as fuzzy and a better mid-range.
Oh, he's probably talking about the Kraken. Yeah, the Kraken's definitely less hairy, and he's right. It's less hairy. There is a woolliness to the MT15, but I really like it a lot. It's a great amp. I think that if I put these in a mix together and panned one to the left, one to the right, you would get the best of both worlds out of that. I think it would be really cool.
This last set was the Kraken, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Dave Rebel says that's the profile for the Super Kraken?
Yes. Yep, that's the profile for the Super Kraken. Yep, it's so good. Both of them are great. I could go right now on stage with either one of these and be 100% happy with what I'm feeling and hearing. You know, I really could. And here's what I did too. I got, you know how I got my power amp, my Syn 5050, and my other Mesa cab upstairs. So what I did is I tested them that way. So I took the Kemper upstairs and plugged into my power amp and real cab up there and turned off the cab sim on here, because if you're going to do it that way, you have to turn off the cab sim and the Kemper.
Yeah.
And they sounded legit. I mean, so legit. I mean, it was just, I was literally like blown away at how good it sounded. And I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not. I have a 9th grade education, you know, and I'm proud of that, by the way. Like, I'm not like Mr. Smart Guy. And I profiled my freaking amps with this, and by the 4th try on the Kraken, I got money. And by the 2nd try on my MT15, I got money with it. And it was like, if I can do it, anybody can. And it literally, like, and here's the thing, like, I have my amps set up the way I like them, you know what I mean? And when I did the profiles, they were exact.
Yeah.
Like, I got done with the profile, and I was like, this is exactly what I like. They're very full, they're very percussive, and, like, they sit in a mix. Obviously, we heard it, you know, I could hear it right here in my in-ears. They sit in a mix very well, but the thing that I really wanted to do with these profiles is not do all the sculpting, the nip tuck afterwards, and pull this out, pull that out, and thin it out. And I don't want them to be mix ready. I want them to be player ready. So like when you get these and you put them in your Kemper and you play them at home, they sound and feel fantastic. Yeah. They're not sterilized and homogenized for a mix. Let your mixing engineer do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're going to go on stage, I'm a sound guy too. I've ran sound for many, many bands, many, many different venues and stuff like that over the years. And what I will tell you, here's some inside baseball for you. We have a template, and it's pretty much set up for, you know, you got your guitar, you got your whole band template, and you already have your pin drop at 4K. You got your high and low pass filters in your template. And every time you get a new guitar player up there, because it's 4 bands, you know, rotating out for the night, you adjust that template slightly for each guitar tone, and that's what you do. So if you go on stage and you have a Kemper with all that already homogenized nip-tuck tone, and you're going through a guy's template that's got a high and low pass filter and a 4K pin drop, you're getting double you're getting a double vasectomy. You know what I mean? It's like
which is probably a good thing. Just do it twice.
Just
babies.
Make sure no babies.
No babies.
Yeah. But I mean, you're getting.
That was a bad one.
You're getting dual castration. How's that? Like, it's chopping even more unnecessary stuff out of your tone. So you got to tell the sound guy, like, look, this is a very processed sound. You might want to run me flat. Just give him a heads up, and maybe he can do that and do some minor things. I know you want to say something, but let me finish.
I'm just breathing. Just breathing.
But here's the thing. If you play a mix ready, like if you go to the studio and your engineer hands you like, here's your mix. Here's your oh man, the guitars sound amazing. What profile did you use? Oh, here's your profile, and here it is, how I used it in the mix. You're going to be like, yuck. It's gonna sound like that whiskey.
It's gonna sound like old wingtip.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be the old wingtip version of your guitar sound because it's all homogenized and everything's taken out of it. It's gonna feel terrible because the gain structure's not right for a player. The thing is, you got to remember is with Kemper profiles, there's so many of them are made for studio engineers that want to drag and drop them in a mix. There's no player involved. It's just mix ready. And players are going to hate it. So these are made for if you want to just play guitar and enjoy it. They sound and feel amazing.
I feel like you just answered Vox Pathfinder. He says, are these profiles intended more for live or studio?
They're intended for players.
Yeah.
They're intended for a guy who just wants to sit in his living room and play. But here's the thing. Take them to the studio. Take them on stage with you because... Again, the sound guy is going to do what he's got to do to make him work for the room anyways, And even if he doesn't, they're still going to sound great, He just needs to do a fine-tuning thing on them.
Shane _ asked if you could A-B the second riff real quick.
A-B the second riff?
Yeah, there's lots of riffs. A-B the second riff?
Probably A-B the tones on the second riff. Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. In fact, you know what I can do?
Reverend Degenterator. Shane _ the Reverend Degenterator.
Degenterator.
Name it. Let's see. Rev gave Jay permission to say his pack was Rev Generator 120 in the description, but I had to title it something different. That's why it's called the Red General.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how it works. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that second song. I hope that's the one that they're talking about.
Shane _ chime in. You're the last comment there. So
Disjointed is the second one with all the quirky kind of stuff. So what I can do is I'll cycle back and forth between the two profiles while I'm playing so you can hear it. And then when I'm done, I'll cycle back and forth between them, just by themselves without the mix.
Aaron Lucas gave you a good compliment. He said he ran sound for me before, and it was one of the best nights of sound I had.
Oh, thanks, man. I remember that. I was at the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Thank you.
Good times.
Thank you. It was good times. You're right. So let me do this. I'll do that mix real quick. Whenever I'm mixing or playing and cycling, it gets a little weird, but hopefully I don't screw up. 1 second. as expected, I got a little screwed up there as I'm cycling back and forth.
It's all right. He said, yeah, the second one. Just wanted to hear the riff between the MT and the Kraken.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I started out on the MT, so let me play them by themselves now for you. I apologize for the flubs there. It's weird. It's hard to play that song as it is, and then I'm like, when do I switch? When's an appropriate time? So
what mics did you use? He looks Cabana Boy. I'm assuming you're using the Mesa 2x12 for your profiles, but what mics did you use?
Great question. I used the Sennheiser E609. That's the only mic I used. So it's the same mic I use on all my live streams, and I'm very happy with the way it sounds. But I'm definitely gonna look into adding some more mics, soon. But the thing is it always sounds great when I watch the episode back. I'm always like, oh my god, it sounds awesome! Like I'm so happy with this because I always watch the episodes back and fast forward to the parts where I'm playing because I want to make sure that the sound really is good, because I don't want to sound like crap,
That's why.
That's why, yeah. So, all right, so let me play these back and forth. It's going to be, the first one's the MT15, then I'll switch to the Kraken, and back. I'll do a back and forth twice, okay? 1 second.
I need...
So that was the back and forth there for you on that riff. So hopefully that helped you. I can't wait to watch this back. There's definitely a pretty good difference. But here's the thing that I noticed though.
Yeah.
I'm not noticing like one sounds like crap and the other one sounds amazing. It's just they both sound really good, and it's just which one do you like better? It really is subjective at that point.
Yep.
There's things I like about both of them. Again, they feel amazing. They feel really good. I don't feel like I'm playing a thinned out, homogenized, overly nip-tucked guitar sound. I feel like I'm playing like a real amp.
Yep.
It's got that chewiness that I always talk about. It's got that percussiveness that I like. It's full. It's fat. It's got that nice top end. Sits well in a mix. It's fun to play. I'm not fighting it. It's very supportive. And here's what I did too. I profiled the amp with the gain up just a little over what I would normally use. And the reason why I did that is because if you profile an amp, let's say with the gain at 9 o'clock, all right, but you get the profile and you're like, I want more gain, and you can add more gain to it, but now the Kemper is actually guessing as to what that gain structure would sound and feel like, because it hasn't profiled it past 9 o'clock. So I profile it at 3 o'clock or maybe 2 o'clock so that I can turn the gain down to 1 o'clock or noon, and it knows what the gain's like all the way up to where I profiled it to. So there's no guesswork. So you're always better off taking some stuff out rather than putting stuff in, because anytime you put something in, it's fake. It's guessing. Anytime you take something out, it's real.
Right.
There's no guesswork there. So that's why I did that. And then I just tightened it up a little bit, added an overdrive, done. And I didn't do any other EQs.
Sven wants to know where he can get the profiles.
Ah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, here's the thing. I appreciate that very much. And it's tonewars.com, but the site is under construction right now. And so what I'm doing right now is
he's hyping it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm like a child with a new toy right now, because it's like I'm really enjoying this and I want to share them with you guys. But the site is under construction, and as soon as it's built, I'm talking to one of Jay's friends this Tuesday.
I feel like we've been talking about Jay a lot tonight.
Yeah. Well,
enjoy it, Jay.
Yeah, Jay's awesome. So Jay hooked me up with a friend of his that is really good at graphics and building websites, and so he's going to work on my website for us if everything works out. And we'll have the profiles uploaded as soon as I get them. I'll keep updating you guys every Sunday as to where the website is. But yeah, they'll be available. And again, it's a nominal fee. It won't be like $50 for a profile pack. It's probably going to be about $10 to $20, right around there, depending on how many I do and all that. And these aren't done. Like, these are still prototypes.
Yes.
So when I actually come down here and actually have a day where it's like, it's profile day, you know,
Make
it's going to be
on like a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, why is that? So I'll do that on a day where I've just got all day to just come down here. I'm going to shut everything off and just do it. And I'm going to just, but again, I won't do any sculpting of them. They're just going to have to sound great raw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test them on my in-ears. I'm going to test them on my studio monitors. I'm going to test them on my Friedman cab.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to test them through my real amp and power cabs upstairs, or real power amp and real cab upstairs, and make sure that they are cohesive in all those settings. And once they're like that, I'll add the effects. I'll dial in all the effects for you guys, and then you literally can just drag and drop and go, and they'll be good to go.
Drag, drop, and go.
Yeah, and so
I'll be right back.
all right. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to do. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's kind of a passion project for me because, again, a lot of people have been asking me for them. And I really appreciate you guys asking me for them because it's made me kind of come out of my shell in that regard and start doing them. Because, again, I was really like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this. Like, oh, this, I got to hook this there and this there and blah, blah, blah. And I was really afraid, like, when I first did it, that they were going to just sound like crap. And I was going to have to go out and buy all this expensive gear to be able to do it right and get everything enclosed properly and this and that. But guys, I'm not kidding you. Like, I'll be honest with you. What I have is a really simple setup. I have a cab across from me with a Sennheiser E609 on it. And I got these really heavy blankets. And I just put them over the cab and I tuck them in underneath it a little bit and enclose the area with these really heavy, dense blankets to keep the sound from escaping and getting all that room noise in there. So there's no room noise in there at all. And that's it. And I just run it. I just hook it up the way you're supposed to, and I play the amp through there, and I got my in-ears in, and I just play the amp how I know it should sound on my live streams, and I trust these, and I'm just like, this sounds really good. I would totally go live and do a whole review of this amp right now on my show. No problem. I'm proud of this. I know it'll sound good afterwards. Because, again, I listen to the show every time afterwards, and I can trust what I'm hearing in my ears that it's going to translate well out there. And I just hit profile. I let it do its thing. It's done, and I refine it by hitting every single note on every single string on the neck, all the way up and down. I do it open, with... And then I do it with palm mutes. I do that. I play all my stupid riffs that you guys are probably sick of. I play all those over and over again and make sure. And of course I do the Pull Me Under riff because that's the best riff in the world to test guitar tones with. I do a couple of leads, a couple little things here and there. And I hit, finish. I name everything. And then I run it through the gambit. Like I said, I run it through my in-ears. I run it through my real amp and cab. I run it through the Friedman ASC 12 and through my studio monitors. And if it's cohesively good through everything, I'm done. It's like, all right, next. I probably could release this one, but I don't know. I just want to make sure, because it's my name that's attached to it, and I don't want anybody to get anything from me and go, oh, well, this dude's just trying to do cash grab products for us, and he just wants to make money. No, I want this stuff to be legit. I want it to be something that you would be proud to play anywhere. And again, it doesn't always work for everybody because everybody has different tastes. But I think with a raw profile, you're basically taking a raw amp and just pulling some stuff back to fit your playing style and your tastes, and you're good. I don't want you to ever have to add to it. I almost want it to be a little heavy-handed in some areas, like maybe a little too much gain, but that's okay. Pull the gain back. Adjust your overdrive a little bit. You can even have your overdrive adjusted the way you want, but in the Kemper, you could take the mix of the overdrive down to maybe 75% or whatever with the same settings on the overdrive and make it, there's like that happy medium. where you find it'll work for you. And again, you don't have to add gain to it because it'll have enough and then some. So you can just pull it back and tailor it to your taste. It won't be, it's not going to sound sterile. I'll tell you that right now. It's not going to sound sterile. It's going to sound like a real amp. It's going to sound and feel like a real amp. And that's what I've found, is I'm very picky. And what I've found is when I compared it to some profiles that are out there just for my own, I want to make sure that this matches up to things. It stands up to them. It really does. And in all fairness, it should, because it's the way I like the amp. You know what I mean? So that's what's so good about doing your own profiles, is because when you buy a profile, there's nothing against profile makers because they all do a really good job at this. But when you buy a profile, it's literally the same thing as having a guy set up your amp and your overdrive pedal for you, as opposed to you setting it up for yourself. Nobody can set your amp up better than you for your needs. Only you can do that. So, and that's one of the reasons why I really liked this profile, these profiles too, is these amps are set up how I like them, and how they're mic'd how I like it mic'd, and the cab that I like, the speakers that I like, the enclosure that I like. I mean, it's all but I still think that a lot of people would really enjoy these, and I'm really looking forward to getting feedback from from people as well. So I am looking for some beta testers. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice if 5 guys. I know Chicago Todd has graciously said that he would, and I really appreciate that very much, Todd. So anybody else, I need 5 more guys. If you would like to beta test these and give me some feedback, I would really appreciate that. Just put your emails in the comments here.
Are you warm?
Right? Yeah. Oh, you want me to turn the fan on?
Your ears are super red.
Oh, are they? Okay. So yeah, I mean, just put your emails in the comments, and we can, we'll email you the profiles, and then you can get back with us and let us know how what you think of them.
Have you ever used a cab grabber?
Mm-mm. No, I think that's that mic. It hangs a mic onto a cab. It's like a big arm that you can use. I use something. It's different. It's a thing that I forget what it's called, but you flip your cab upside down and you drill this little thing onto it, and then you slide the microphone into it, and then the mic stays there, and you can adjust it however you want. I forget what they're called, but those things are great. It's awesome. The cab grabbers are nice, but they're a little cumbersome. A little big. Yeah. This thing is really small, and it just slides in underneath your cab, and it's got a little stem on it. And you can put the Sennheiser E609 on it. It puts it right up against the grill, and it keeps it there. And you can adjust it however you want.
Any opinion on diesel?
The diesel amps. I have a diesel module from Synergy, and I love it. I think it's really cool. They're big, fat sounding amps. They're great. I played a diesel VH4 at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
When I went to Lansing. Were you with me when I did that? We're at Dave's.
Guitar Center.
Yeah. Might have been just me and Dave.
Yeah, it was at the day he got me the little shaker. Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah, so that was
the skull shaker.
Yeah, the skull shaker.
I never got to use it.
But I played a diesel VH4 there, and I thought it was a really cool amp. So yeah, I think they're very nice. They're pricey, but they're great amps.
I know we missed a lot of comments. You were long-winded, and then I had to go take a break. But I don't know if you want to scroll up through anything that looks like it. There's a lot of people that wanna try beta test your stuff. Berserkerland Studios, Sven, Aaron Lucas.
Okay, so see, Mule Blues guy here with the 2 Friedman ASM 12 Sonic Bliss. Oh yeah, the ASM 12s are great. Yeah. They really are. They're great. They're great cabs. I mean, we actually shot them out on the show. Remember, we had the FRFR shootout, and they won. Everybody preferred them. The only thing that'll beat the Friedman cabs is a real one with a real power amp. I mean, I definitely when I got my Sin 5050 and the Mesa 212s.
Uh-oh, I have hiccups.
Oh, you got the hiccups again?
I had them earlier today, too.
And they're back.
You never get the hiccups.
I know, it's weird.
Nuts.
But anyways, when I hooked all those up to the Kemper for the first time through the real amp and cabs, I was like blown away at how much better it was. I mean, so once you hear that, you're like, oh boy, it's really good. But but still, the ASM and the ASC 12s are, for the FRFR world, they're the best. They're really very good.
Berserkerland Studios, barbecue's done, gotta go. Oh, when are we coming over?
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Right.
Yeah, we'll bring this awesome whiskey.
Right, this
it goes
3-chord.
Yeah, it goes great with barbecue. Little leather shoe juice for you.
MK says nighty night. 4 a.m. comes quickly. Thank you. Another great show. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, if we missed your comments, please repeat them, because we don't want to make anybody feel ignored. It's just,
I'm really sorry.
Sometimes I get a little long-winded. Sorry. And this one here had to go take care of something. So let's see here.
You're such a turd. Let's see. Shane _ off topic. Kemper stage or toaster? I'm planning on picking one up and can get the head for a couple $100 cheaper used, but like the form factor of the stage.
I love the stage, man. I really do. The stage is pretty much it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's different, you know. I mean, so if you're going to be gigging a lot, I would get the stage. But if you got a studio and you're just going to be doing a lot of like profiling and recording and reamping and stuff like that, maybe the head or the rack unit would be better. But the stage is...
Is the head the toaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The stage is amazing. You just plop it on the ground and go. And it's just, it's awesome. You know, what was I going to say about the toaster? The toaster is a little easier to use.
Return to Coda. Did you know he owns 2 Super Krakens?
Oh, wow. Dude.
He owns the MT15 and 2 Super Krakens.
Dude.
So he knows they sound like he wants to beta test.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you know what? If you could, type in my email. Instead of putting it in the chat, because it's hard to find where they all are, it just, Carrie's going to type in my email for you, and then just email me, and then I'll send you the profiles, and you can get back with me on what you think. And again, these are just the original, you know, profiles that I'm making. So.
Yeah. I'm Carrie in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to come from Total Wars. I'm signed in as me.
She's signed in as I'm Carrie.
I'm Carrie.
Yeah, so please reach out to me. I'll send you the profiles within the next couple days. And again, be brutally honest. Like, if you think they're horrible, just say these are horrible. But tell me why. Tell me what you don't like about them. And if you like them, tell me what you like about them. And be descriptive. I mean, you don't have to write me an Encyclopedia Britannica level of stuff.
He loves that. He really loves it, though.
Yeah. But just kind of tell me what you like, what you don't like, and stuff like that. Because I do understand. Not everybody's. We're all different. You know, we have different guitars. We have different whatever. Because I do them. I actually use this guitar to refine the profiles with, and I know this might sound weird, but I use certain picks with it too, because the pickups hear the pick, and the profile picks up on what picking I'm using. So
Peter Piper.
So I'll use like gravity picks, and I'll use the chicken picks as well, and I'll use new ones, so you get that nice scrapey sound, so that it picks up on all that. So I'm that picky and that meticulous, so I want them to be that good for you guys. So everybody's different, so if there's things you like and don't like, that's fine. I'm not going to get butthurt.
If you want to go on a 10-hour road trip, we are invited to barbecue.
Sweet. We'll be there in the morning. Right. I don't think we have barbecue breakfast.
Sounds fine to me. Is there sunshine and warmer weather 10 hours from here?
It's so cold here right now.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It was like 40 today, but still
it's
snowy and
snow
muddy
everywhere.
and
yeah, we about had it with the white stuff, man. It's bad.
Yep. Let's see. La 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 la. What else did I miss?
Did we miss? Yeah, see what we missed here.
Sven says, I bought a Friedman ASM-12 last week, and it's great. My other FRFR is an atomic reactor, which is good, too.
Oh, yeah, I've heard good things about the atomics. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the Friedmans are good.
Edward says, can you say your names? I like to call my friends by name.
My name's Jarrod.
I'm Carrie.
And yep, that's Carrie. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you go by Ed or Edward?
We really appreciate everybody being here. Seriously, like, this is the highlight of our week. I'll be honest with you guys. It really is. Like, this is the highlight of the week. When we can go live,
It is.
We're always very excited. We have dinner, and we dial everything in and come down and set up the room and she picked the light scheme tonight. So if you guys don't like it, it's
he
their
does
fault.
not like the whole red.
Well,
he's like,
if
red.
it's all
the
red,
camera
it's kind
doesn't
of like
red. It says it looks like a
vampire
layer, which is totally fine.
Blah, blah.
There's nothing wrong with
it
that.
does look good. I'm looking at the monitor. It looks
right?
fine.
It looks good. Matches my lips. It's supposed to match my shirt, but...
Yeah, do you want to talk about your shirt?
No.
I will. She bought this shirt today for the show, and she's like, because again, we get really excited about this. It's fun. It really is. And she loves this so much, and she's like, hey, I got a shirt. I can't wait to wear this tonight. I'm really excited about it. And it's shiny, so the lights hit it, and it was like...
It's like reflected, all this light thing.
You guys will all be blind.
It looked like a red Michelin tire man.
So funny.
It wasn't even sequins. It was just like satiny, sheeny.
Yeah, but the material was so reflective. I mean, you could wear it while jogging at night, that's for sure. Holy crap. I mean, it was hilarious. But she was all bummed out because she's like, I can't wear this tonight. Look at me. And I looked in the monitor. I'm like, holy crap.
Like this beacon. Whatever.
Yeah, it was funny. Well, it's funny now. Well, at the time, it was kind of like, oh, man. Yeah.
Yes. Mule blues. Red's cool AF. We all know what AF means. It is. I really like it. I like that we change it up, too.
Yeah.
You had a cool red and purple thing going the other day.
Yeah, sometimes I do green and blue.
I like the green and blue.
Green and blue always looks really cool.
I like when you coordinate. Look, you got your red guitar.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm like a weather dude.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, sorry.
We have a high pressure system moving in. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's fun to do that. Let's just briefly talk about the upcoming stuff.
Sure.
The Rev G should be here sometime soon. I'm gonna get with my contact there tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get some good news, because he said as soon as it ships, I'll send you, tracking information. I don't have any tracking information, so it's like, I don't like to be a pest, but it's like...
Yes, he does.
No, I don't. It's like, where's the stuff? I keep telling people I'm going to do this episode, and I'm not mad. It's just kind of like, I just want to get this thing here.
Yeah, you feel like a doof.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm lying to everybody. So it is coming. It's just a matter of when. It was supposed to be here again.
That would be cool if it was here for Jay's episode.
For Jay's episode, we can do them both.
All of the revs.
Yeah, all of the revs. But I'm still going to do it on Wednesday night.
Okay.
Because it's great. It's you can go direct out with it, because it's got the 2-notes torpedo in it, so you can have the cab IRs and all that. And then I'm going to do and hook it up to my cab here and mic it, and then we'll A/B it so you guys can hear that too,
Jason Taylor, hi, better late than never. I have to go back and watch what I missed. Yes, go back and watch the rewatch.
Yes, and by the way, thank you so much for tuning in. I will put timestamps on at least when I played, so you can hear like the different Kemper profiles and different subjects. I'll put timestamps up for that as well. We always watch it afterwards, take notes, put up the timestamps. So
Gravel Rock says he thinks the whiskey is kicking in on me.
Yeah. What's up, Steve?
I drank this whole thing of water. I am fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that's coming up, and then we have the Synergy. All the new Synergy stuff is out, and it's not... Yeah, I know. You know what happened. I picked it all up, and we were going to do a live stream on Thursday night with it all.
No, it was Friday night.
Was it Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was Friday night. I was going to do a live stream Friday night with it all, like an impromptu kind of thing. and I was told to hold off because they're not available yet. The Steve Vai module is, but the other ones aren't, which was the Bogner Uberschall, the Bogner Ecstasy, and the Powerball, the Engel Powerball. And I had the Vai module here as well. And I got a call. They're like, "Oh, you can't go live yet. Sorry, they just emailed and said they're not available till March, and like mid-March or something." And I'm just like, I'm down here sound checking. That's why this has the Kraken here, because I had my whole rig here, and I had everything up here ready to go. And I was dialing everything in, and I was all excited, like, I'm going live, and all this crap. And then like, oh, wah, wah. Oh, so I gotta wait. But that's coming within the next couple of weeks. I will post a picture up in the community. It'll probably be the day before, because there's a lot of stuff going on with the stores and the shipping and all that. So I got to be careful when I post this, but I will post it. So keep your eyes out. It'll probably be posted the night before, day before I do it. It might be a Thursday. It might be a Wednesday. Yeah. I don't know, to be honest. And I hate to be like that, but
the Synergy ones?
Yeah.
You want to know when the 12th is?
We can't say the date yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got
12th toe on my third foot.
Yeah. Something like that. So yeah, we got
Sorry.
The whiskey kicked in.
Oh, shut up.
So anyways, I will.
I'm like, why are you Wednesday? What? Thursday?
Yeah, it might be. Well, it might. It just depends on the week. So anyways, keep your eyes open. I'm going to have at least the Bogners, the Uberschall and the Ecstasy, and the Engel Powerball. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I did play them because I was obviously sound checking them for the episode. And there is some absolutely amazing modules in there. And out of those 4, there was one that absolutely did not work for me. And it's a very specifically made module for a very specific person. And if you play like that guy does, I'm sure you'll love it. But if you don't, you're probably going to be like, I don't know, man. This might not work for me. But the other ones are stupid good. They're just really, really, I'm excited about them.
Jay says he'll be here by 2 next Sunday.
Oh, sweet, man.
And he is ready.
All right,
He's ready to jam the Rev 120. And let's see. Gravel Rock said, you guys are good people. So glad I found your channel.
Thank you. Right back at you, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And by the way, before I go further with the Rev thing, the Facebook page, if you message us on there and you get that automatic reply message, we're working on that. It's something that we put in there, and we're hoping it'd be helpful, and we have to tweak it. So some people have said, dude, that's annoying. So, and I understand that. So we'll fix it.
What was that?
Maybe the whiskey's kicking in on me. When you mix whiskeys, I don't know, is that a bad thing? But as far as the Rev thing goes, so tune in next Sunday night, because Jay will be here, and we're going to have this giant 120-watt Rev generator here, and we're going to be throwing down some riffs big time on that thing. And you guys don't want to miss that episode, because that's going to be fun. I mean, it's a holy grail amp. They're not seen in the wild everywhere. It's not like your run-of-the-mill garden variety amp. It's just they're rare, and it's a freaking ridiculous amp.
I think next Sunday we need to continue on with the red lights.
And we'll do red.
The red Rev.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a red amp. Jay got it.
But I won't be able to wear my red shiny shirt.
No, you better not wear that, because it'll blind everybody.
I'm super bummed.
You got other red stuff.
I know. Somebody called you a soulless heathen. Why are you a soulless heathen? Or maybe they were calling Jay a soulless heathen.
Who?
Oh, because he's a ginger. Oh. They said, weren't you the gent on the Tone Wars XFX3 versus Kemper? And
yes,
he says, yes, I was the lone ginger on that show.
He's soulless heathen. You know what? Jay's awesome. He's got a great sense of humor, and he's a good sport.
And he never sleeps.
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he does. He fell asleep on me when we were on the phone the other day. we were late at night. We were talking about something, and all of a sudden I'm like...
This is not sounding good for you.
And I'm like... I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden I heard, and I'm like, "Are you making fun of me?"
Snore. Boring, Jarrod.
And it was literal, like he fell asleep, and I'm like, "All right, bro. Well, good night."
You guys.
Remember, you called me.
Yeah, like a dating couple there.
Oh, no.
Well,
anyways,
it is 9 o'clock.
All right, so we covered everything, right? We got the...
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go down the list.
There's the list.
There's the list. Branding. Welcome. Oh, we're up to 3K viewers. And again, thank you so much. That is
that would be a good profile name. Soulless Heathen.
You know what? I will profile his amp when it's here. And that's what I'll call it.
Soulless Heathen. I like it. I like it a lot.
You heard it here. So when you see those on the website, you'll know that's the amp. Soulless Heathen. That's awesome. Remember that, please. We did viewer comments, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No, we didn't do viewer comments.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Oh, we'll do them next week because we've been on a while.
Yes.
So we'll save these for next week. Sorry.
Yeah.
Upcoming episodes, the Synergy and the Rev. Jay's Rev and the Rev G20. And the website update, we covered that. And then I played the Kemper stuff.
Yeah.
And, again, guys, thank you. God, seriously, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it. We look forward to this every week.
How many did we end with? What do we got going here? 30 still, 31.
Yeah, we were up to about almost 40 at one point, weren't we? So, again, thank you guys very much. Really appreciate it. And anybody that tuned in late, we're going to watch this, we'll go upstairs and watch it. I'll put the timestamps in. I'll try to have those in tonight for you, okay? So you can fast forward to all the spots. And great thing about time spots, the timestamps is you just tap them and it takes you right to the spot. So it's nice. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much again. Appreciate you more than we could say. And
for sure. Thank you for the super chats too.
Yes, thank you so much. And it's always a pleasure spending the evening with you guys. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to review that night, but
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be something. So keep your eye on the community page.
It'll be something.
It'll be something. Maybe it'll be some steak knives. I don't know. All right, we'll see you guys soon.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.